Welcome back to Sleightly Magic. I'm Jamie, and today we're going to be breaking down the build of a gimmick that I did a performance on earlier in the week for everybody. So we're going to break that down and show you how it works. This is the gimmick right here. This is just a piece of a box cut out with a blue back card glued to it. There's magnets in here, and there's also magnets in the box. So it sits right on the box perfectly, and nobody knows it's there. So let's break it down. We'll build it right now, and I'll show you everything you need. We're going to need some glue, both rubber cement and some super glue, some tape, some razor blades, 2 boxes. This here is just a jig I kind of set up to get ahead of time, so I don't want to make a 20-minute video here. I need 1 blue back card. This one is a blank card, my rubber cement eraser, and some magnets. So also a ruler and my cutting pad. So let's get started. Okay, let's get into the build. I have this piece already cut out. I'm going to use it just because I don't want to ruin another box for this, but here's the gimmick. It's a regular box and a piece cut from another box and a blue back card glued to it. Inside both are magnets. So what we need is 3 pieces. So this sits just on there. We need 3 pieces. We need something for the inside of the box, which I took just this piece of paper. I taped it to my board here, put a card in the corner, and I cut it out, so because I'm going to need that later. I have a blue back blank card. It can be any card. I just happen to have a blank one sitting here. And this is the face cut out from another box. Normally, this one here, it's got a little rip in it right here. I don't know if you can see that. But I'm going to use this for the build anyway. Okay, so normally what you do is you take a box apart like this. Okay. They're glued on the sides and the bottom. Just open them up. And then you want to cut out on the other side of this box. Cut this out as good as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to trim it after. Okay, so we got our pieces. So this will be like this. Okay. And this will go inside the box to cover the magnets. So the magnets are going to go on the inside of this right here, on this face on the inside, and then this is going to fit inside to cover it up so you can show it empty. Okay, so that's that part. The card, what we want to do, actually, you know what, this is some 200 grit sandpaper. Okay, we're just going to rough the back of this a little bit. Okay, and also the blank card. Okay, so we have some magnets here. We're going to need 8. What I do is I get the super glue going and make 4 dots. Okay. Now you want to make sure they're all facing the same way for their polarity. Okay. Okay, those can set for a second. Now there's 2 options here. You could peel a card and cut a small piece out where the magnets go, and it won't show as much. The card will be a little bit thicker, but it doesn't matter because the card's going to be thick anyway. So I find that when you do it this way, as long as you're not jamming your finger around here, they're not going to pop out where people can see them. They could be felt, but people aren't going to see them. Okay, so next up is we're going to take this, we're going to line it up as best we can, just without gluing it, and make sure that we have just a little tiny bit left on every side, which we do. Okay, so this is going to fit nicely. So next up, I'm going to get our piece of paper back in here because I don't want to glue my cutting board. So now all you have to do is get some rubber cement going. That. Okay. Just like that. It doesn't have to be trimmed, and just let it sit there for a day or 2 days. Or if you saw in my tools of the trade video, I have a clamp that I would put this in, okay, until that completely cures. And then you can trim it, and once you trim it, you'll be able to see whether you need your rubber cement eraser to take off any excess glue. But basically this is what it looks like now. We're down to the box. In order to gimmick the box, what I do is I take this card that we were very careful to put the magnets all the same way, okay, and then we want it to sit on the deck like this perfectly, right? So what we do is we take these 4 magnets, and all we got to do, as long as that's lined up, is just drop them in the box, preferably one at a time, okay? So I don't know if it's how easy that is to see, but if you just drop them in, they'll stick to the magnets and you'll all be in the right way. And the last one on the bottom, and there you go. They're all in there. They're all set to go. Now these ones I don't glue. These ones I tape because I tend to go through a lot of boxes, to be honest. So I just tape these and I take the magnets out. So that's what this is for. This clear tape. What I do usually is I stick it on the end of a Sharpie or something, or pen. Stick it down in the box. Then this is going to go inside here, and you can see that it's almost a perfect fit right there. Okay, now that goes in there. We're going to glue that down with either a little bit of crazy glue, or you can even use double stick tape. That works really well. Okay, and then you're pretty much all set. I haven't taped those in, so they're going to fall off as soon as I take this off, but the idea works. If I mean, you can't tell the difference. But there's one more trick. Okay, last trick here. What this is sticky back plastic film, and it's fairly easy to work with. And what this does is, okay, so it's just this film. What we're going to do is we're going to put it on this part of the face. Okay. And then we'll just trim it off. Okay. Now what this does, now remember, it's still got to be trimmed a little bit more. Okay, so what this is going to do is when it's on the box, like that, it looks like the cellophane is on here. So when that goes on there, it still looks like it has a cellophane. Now this card is going to need to be pressed before it's trimmed all the way, but that's it. That's the build. When you take the box with the magnets on that side, make sure you know the side, and you tap it, the gimmicked card attaches to the deck along with the 2 cards that were above it, and hide those 2 cards. So now 3 cards are missing from this pile, but nobody would ever notice. I mean, that's beautiful. Well, making gimmicks is a lot of work, and it's easy to make mistakes, and you're going to make mistakes at first, but it can be fun, and you can come up with your own ideas. There's all kinds of different ways to make a card different. Simple little things like invisible ink, or that's the thing, a gimmick, it could be anything. Like, some people hear the word gimmick and they think some grand procedure, but it could be the simplest thing ever. Gimmicks are anything that changes the original use of something, like a bicycle card or a bead card or even a coin. So have fun with it. Let me know what you think. Like I said, this was my first tutorial build on camera, and I was a little all over the place, but that's why I picked an easy one to start with. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, got what you need out of it. Get out there, get splitting, split those cards, make some things crazy. The next build we're going to do, we're going to get into a little bit more detail, because what I want to do, this was a basic build to get started, but I want you guys to have the tools to be able to do this, and we're going to go through a video of card splitting. So thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think. If there's anything you'd like to see built, I can build all kinds of gimmicks. If you want to know, as long as they're not marketed, I'll see what I can do about making them for you. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe again, and make sure you check out the Gaffed Facebook page. If you nose around there, I'm sure you get an invite. Once again, thanks for watching.